What you guys, got another video here for you. Our beloved control panel could be coming to an end on Windows 11. But before we take a look at what's happening, let's have a quick word from today's sponsor. If you're looking for a cheap Windows 10 Pro OEM key, then head over to CD Key Sales, click the link in the video description to purchase the Windows 10 Pro OEM key. Use my promo code capital B, capital R 09, apply that to your order, and then go to the activation center, paste in your key that you just purchased. Then all you need to do is click the activate button to activate your Windows 10 Pro. It's that simple. I'll leave all the links and information in the video description, so check those out. So like I said, there's been some major changes coming to Windows 11. This is on the dev channel here. Let me just show you the build we're using here so you can see. It's not going to be on your computer just yet, but it will be being released very soon. And you can see here, this is the actual build here. So what we're going to do is take a quick look at what Microsoft are actually doing in this build. So first off, let's go to our control panel. And of course, everyone's been using the control panel since the beginning of time. But it seems that Microsoft are trying to move us away from this control panel look. So when you get into control panel now, I made a video quite a while ago saying that they're probably going to start phasing this out and try to get you to use the settings pane here. And this is what they're trying to do. They're trying to get you to use this here. So I think eventually what will happen is, I don't know how long, but eventually what will happen is you'll probably still be able to access this at some point. But when you click on these, it's going to direct you straight to the settings pane. Or maybe they'll just completely remove this altogether. I really don't know. But when you click on, say for instance, uninstall a program now, you can see straight away it's taking you to the settings pane here, and it's not letting you do anything inside there. It wants you to remove and uninstall applications from this location. Now, love it or hate it, it's what's going to happen. There's not a lot you can do about it. It's basically what Microsoft have decided to do. So if you're going to be uninstalling applications, it's going to be done in this location here. Now, obviously, some applications can't be uninstalled like this one here. And as you can see, this is built into Windows and they're not letting you remove this one. So you'd have to use a script to completely remove this from the system. But all the other applications that you may have on the system, which you may want to uninstall, you would be uninstalling them from this location here. And this is what they're trying to do with this latest build. And it really is no different really to uninstalling from the other location. You just come in here and click on uninstall, and then you click uninstall again, and it will start to uninstall that application. Now, of course, if you had other programs, you would just find the ones you want to uninstall, click the three dots and click uninstall, and it's that simple. Now, you don't have to go to control panel to get to the apps and installed apps section. You would obviously go to your settings and remove them under the apps section on there by clicking start, settings, and then apps, and you can uninstall them that way. Now, you may be asking yourself, how do I uninstall Windows updates now? Because you used to uninstall Windows updates from the Uninstall Programs section. You used to go there, click on that, and it will say View Windows Updates, and you can remove them from there. So that would be in the control panel, and it will be in this section here. You'd click on this, and it will take you to Uninstall a Program, and you can view your updates from there. But now they've got a link from this to the Apps and Installed Apps section in your settings pane. You can't get to it, so you'd have to go to it in a different way, which will be pretty much common sense really. They've added it into the Windows Update section rather than putting it into the program section, because these are actually programs. They're not really Windows updates. So why they add them in there in the first place, I do not know. But they've been there for many, many years. And of course, you won't find them in this section here. They've actually put them in their own section. Now, this does make a lot more sense than having them in the installed apps location, because it's not an app, it's an update. So it makes sense to put them in the Windows Update section. And if you click on the Windows Update section, you then need to go to the update history on here. So once you click on update history, that's another click, and then you would see uninstall updates here. You have to click on this one, and that's another click, and then you've got uninstall updates. Now, this makes complete sense to me, but it's like moving your cutlery drawer from one location in the kitchen to another, because you're so used to going to that location, you'll just keep going to it until your brain adjusts to the actual changes that your missus has made in the kitchen. But that's the way it works anyway. So you'll have to get used to it because that's the way it looks like it's staying. So to uninstall, you just click on the uninstall button, and this will uninstall any sort of updates that are available for uninstall. Obviously, if you can't uninstall them, there won't be an uninstall button there. So that's basically how you can do that. And again, eventually, I think this will be the end of Control Panel. Once they do all of this and change all of these locations, which could take a fair bit of time, this is basically going to be a thing of the past. How long that's going to take, I don't know. But when you click on the programs and features, that's what's going to happen right now. So, of course, they want you to use the settings panel here in the future. And that's what Windows 11 is striving for. I think they eventually will phase out the control panel. There'll be no point having a control panel if they're just links to the settings panel. I just don't think that's going to be a thing. I think eventually, once they get people used to it, they will just phase it out completely and it will disappear. Now, another little change that has happened in this latest version, if you go to File Explorer, then go to this PC and go to the three dots, you can see now they've added the connect to a media server here. So this area has been added in as well. And that's just another feature they've added on that area there. So that's pretty much it. That's the changes that have come into Windows 11. So how long before Control Panel is completely phased out? I suppose it depends on how long it takes Microsoft to code all of that. And then eventually they will just probably phase Control Panel out, because I can't see people going to Control Panel just to click on it to take them to that location. It's a bit pointless. Other than that, I think that's about it. They're probably going to get you to try and use this more by doing this. And I think that's Microsoft's big plan for Windows 11. Now, I do think that these changes will come in small increments. I don't think it will be just one big update where we get a massive change to the control panel where all of this is done in one go. I just can't see that happening, because if it did and there was major problems, it could really mess up the operating system. So I think they'll probably do it in stages, and this could take quite a while if they did it in stages. But if they did it in one go, I would be very surprised if they just completely, removed Control Panel altogether after one big update. That will be very, very risky, and it will probably be very buggy. But anyway, let me know your views in the comment section below, what you think about this new change or the path that Windows 11 is going down with removing Control Panel. I'll be interested to read your comments. My name has been Brian from briteccomputers.co.uk. Just want to say a big shout out to all my YouTube members who have joined my YouTube members group. I appreciate the support. Have a lovely weekend, and I shall see you again real soon. Bye for now.